My name is Harper Grayson. I'm 49. I turned a failing strip mall brokerage into Grayson Atlantic Properties, a name you see on half the new high-rises in Charleston. I paid for Ivy League tuition, European gap years, my mother's little procedures, and every single one of Lauren's fresh starts after she burned through husbands 1 through 4. I thought sacrifice was the same as love. They handed me pre-filled divorce papers, a duffel bag already packed with my clothes, and the code to the front gate changed while I was in the air. By sunrise, my corporate Amex was declined at a gas station off I-26, and my office keycard turned red at the turnstile. They'd been planning this for 18 months. While I was flying red ice and shaking hands with pension funds, Ethan and Lauren had quietly moved every liquid asset into a revocable trust that named them co-trustees and me as former spouse, excluded. I had $87 in my wallet and the clothes on my back. They forgot one thing. I designed the company's disaster recovery server myself. The one with a biometric back door only I can open because Ethan said fingerprints were too sci-fi for him. For 19 days, I slept in a Best Western near the airport, living on coffee and vengeance. I cloned every drive, every hidden folder, every offshore wire. $9.6 million funneled through fake renovation invoices to a shell company called L&E Holdings. Lauren and Ethan. How cute. They set the wedding for Valentine's Day at Middleton Place. 500 guests, a string quartet, and a custom ice luge shaped like their initials. Charleston society could wait to watch the new power couple get their fairy tale ending. I decided the fairy tale needed a different last chapter. I called the one person Ethan had publicly humiliated, Roman Caldwell, the old money developer whose battery project Ethan stole by paying off a historic preservation board member. Roman listened to 30 seconds of my story, then laughed like a man who'd just won the lottery. "Give me 48 hours, he said. I'll supply the fireworks." Valentine's night was humid and perfect. I walked into the plantation house, wearing a midnight blue velvet suit sharp enough to draw blood. Roman's team had the AV feed. Charleston PD had the warrants ready in the bridal suite. The newlywed video started, slow-motion shots of Ethan and Lauren feeding each other beignet in New Orleans, laughing on a catamaran, kissing under fireworks I apparently paid for. Then the screen cut to black. A single red line bled across the projection. Where did the money really go, Charleston? Bank records replaced the romance. Forged contracts. Wire transfers timestamped the exact week I was in Singapore closing the biggest deal of my life. An email from Ethan to Lauren. Once Harper signs the postnup, we liquidate and buy that villa in Portugal. She'll never notice until it's too late. The string quartet stopped mid-note. I stepped into the lantern light. Ethan dropped his crystal flute. Lauren's veil caught on her tiara as she whipped around, mouth open like a fish drowning in air. "Evening, sweetheart," I said, voice carrying over 500 stunned guests. Thought I'd bring a +1. I clicked the remote. Next slide. 2 arrest warrants, names in bold. Officers moved in from every doorway. Lauren started shrieking that I was insane, that I'd fabricated everything, that Roman and I were having a vendetta affair. My mother clutched her pearls and whispered, "Harper, think of the family name." I looked straight at Noah, who was swaying slightly. "Open bar since 4 o'clock. Lesson 1, son," I said softly. "Never bet against the person who taught you how to count." Ethan tried to bolt. 2 deputies caught him by the cummerbund. As the cuffs clicked, he looked at me with pure hatred. "You'll never prove this in court." I smiled for the first time in weeks. "I don't need court, Ethan. I just needed tonight." Because buried on page 31 of the postnup he'd bullied me into signing was the clause I wrote myself. Any proven fraud during the marriage voids the entire agreement and triggers immediate reversion of all marital assets to the non-offending party. Translation: the company, the houses, the accounts, everything just snapped back to me at 8:47 p.m. the second those warrants were served. 8 months later, Grayson Atlantic is bigger than ever. Ethan took a plea, 9 years. Lauren got 5. My mother sold her condo to cover Lauren's legal fees and now rents a 1-bedroom in West Ashley. Noah starts work Monday in the warehouse, $16 an hour, no trust fund parachute. Some nights he sleeps on my couch and cries about how stupid he was. I let him. Growth is supposed to hurt. I kept the house on the battery. New paint. New locks. New life. They tried to bury me. Turns out I was just the seed.